Hi, this is Pearl and welcome to my channel. Today I will be doing a process video on my December daily days 29, 30, and 31. I have this picture of my family getting together for Christmas on the 29th, and I did my journaling on vellum. I used a We Are Memory Keepers typewriter, which is going to show up later. And I'm trying to decide which cardstock paper from Felicity Jane I want to put it on. So I decided to use this paper with the houses on it, and I'm using a red paper clip to clip it together. And then I think to myself, oh, I should use something else to make sure it holds together, and I'm going to decide on that in just a little bit. I'm trying to add, oh, there it is. I'm using the washi tape that came in the Felicity Jane kit. This is the one and only time that I'm using this washi tape, so I'm glad I at least got to use it. So I'm going to use that to adhere to the cardstock. And I'm also going to use the paper clip in the top left corner. And then I want to put something on the bottom or the right hand side. So I'm looking through Allie Edwards' chipboard bundle, the words, trying to decide. And then I decide to put Merry and Bright and Fa La La on the bottom of the picture of my family. On the journaling, I wrote, the Kim family celebrated Christmas on December 29. We also included my dad's birthday and New Year's since Eric was working both holidays. We ordered food from Lotus Garden so no one would have to cook. After everyone ate, we did sebe, which is bowing to our elders to receive our blessings, and of course, cash. The kids were most excited about the money. This money will have to last them the entire year. Unfortunately, Christian, my second child, was sick, so he stayed home with Dave. I'm using the Felicity Jane date stamp, and I'm going to stamp the date using Stays on Black onto this little label that is in the die cut kit from the Felicity Jane kit. And I'm just going to adhere that on. I changed the angle of the corner a little bit so that it doesn't hang off the bottom, and you can still see my type journaling there. And I'm using my Kokuyo adhesive, my favorite rolling dot adhesive, to adhere that down. And I'm going to put that into some page protectors. And I'm trying to decide if I should put something in the top left corner of the picture of our family. And what I ultimately decide is to put the yellow acrylic stars that came with our kit. And those are kind of thick, but I go ahead and put that down. It goes with the Christmas tree lights. And that I use to adhere the Tombow Mono Multi Adhesive that works on a lot of different mediums. And so that'll keep that in place, especially with the page protectors in there. So I'm putting that down. Then I'm going to put the picture and the journaling card into the page protectors, and then I'm going to move on to the next portion of my album. So now I'm looking at this picture of my sister-in-law waving some money around. Our family has a tradition of playing this game where everyone has $1, and we play Kai Bai Bo, which is the rock, paper, and scissors, but it's in Korean. And you turn to the person next to you and you play, and then the losers, it's like a round robin, and the loser takes all. And this time it was my sister-in-law. Last year it was my niece. So she came away with some money there. But I just wanted to document how she was rubbing it in that she had won all the money. Then I also, I'm using the Felicity Jane Essential letter stickers. I love those. I probably have 3 sets of those because I always run out of particular letters, and I always want to make sure I have enough. After I finish, I just give all the extra letters and numbers to my daughter, and she just puts them all over her page because she can't spell yet. Okay, after I write loser takes all, I'm going to scrapbook this picture with me and my mom. I realize that even though I see her frequently, we rarely take pictures together. Usually it's her with my kids. So I took this moment to do a selfie, and we were both just cracking up because we couldn't get a picture that we both liked, where we both felt like we look good. So I said, maybe we don't look good, and we started laughing even harder. So that's that picture. I'm trying to decide which 4x6 cardstock I want to put it on. And so I'm going through the 4x6s. I'm looking for embellishments I can put on there. I had thrown all my embellishment into a Ziploc bag because I am at a crop while I'm doing these pages. That's why I'm doing a voiceover instead of talking through my process, because there were maybe 50, 60 ladies in there, and I didn't want to record everything that they were saying. So I'm going through and I'm finding these wood veneers, and these are from an old Studio Calico kit. I have not been able to find them, so I won't be able to link them, but you can just put any snowflakes down. So, and I used the page corners, the photo corners that came in the Felicity Jane kit as well. So I'm still trying to decide which paper to use for my 4x6. I think I'm going to use this 4x6 with the poinsettias on there, but really it's kind of busy and the picture blends in with the background. But I decided I'm going to use the photo corners to make the picture pop a little bit. So I'm using my Scotch Quick Dry adhesive in a fine line bottle because the needle nose helps get a really thin line of glue out. And I'm sorry I'm out of frame there, but I'm putting it on the bottom left corner of that picture. And then I'm going to decide, nope, I don't want to use this poinsettia or flower picture because when I put the snowflakes on there, it's just way too busy. So then I decide, okay, should I try some other kind of embellishment? And then what happens is I go back through cardstocks, thank God for repositionable tape. Again, I always change my mind. And I decided to put it on this Christmas tree paper instead. That way the embellishments stand out a little bit, the picture stands out, and the photo corner stands out as well. And I'm adhering that down using the Tombow Mono Multi-Adhesive for different mediums. Then I put that in its page protector, and then I'm going to move on to the next day. For the next, well, it's not the next day, it's actually the same day, but we're celebrating New Year's now. Everyone bows to our elders to get our blessings for the year, and these are all the grandkids minus my second son who couldn't come, and it's called Sebe, and that's when you bow down. And I used a chipboard from the Ali Edwards chipboard kit that says "This Merry Moment" and use that as a label. I'm going through the 3x8 cards that Ali Edwards had with Paisley Press, and I'm trying to decide which 3x4 card I want to journal on. I end up with a 3x8 card that says "Love This," and I trim it down to fit into a 3x4 page protector. And then what I did was I calculated how much everyone got for bowing down, because they bowed to my parents, to me, my brothers, and my cousin and his wife. So I wrote all that down, and this money needs to last them until the end of the year, until they get more money next year. This is their spending money. So I wrote that down. My son, who didn't come, also got money, even though he wasn't there to bow. So I put that down because they do that every year. My niece and my sister-in-law and my nephew decided to wear the Korean traditional outfit, which is called a hanbok. So that's why they're in the colorful outfits there. So I put some gift boxes on the bottom of that Love This journaling card just to give it some texture and added embellishment. I'm using the Felicity Jane Noel card with a Noel girl on there on the other side. And then I just put that picture, all three of these, into the page protector. I'm sorry I'm out of frame again. I'm just trying to reposition the gifts there. I struggled with it a little bit. Now we're to New Year's Eve. My parents had come down to San Diego to visit and to pick a bunch of my fruit. I had taken some fruit up to where they live to celebrate, and I told them I couldn't pick all the fruit from all of our trees before I left, so they came down to pick some fruit and to just hang out with my family. And what started off as my mom wanting to take my kids shopping ended up me shopping for them. We're at the Apple store, and they upgraded their phones to the iPhone 11 Pro and the Pro Max, because the last phone that they had was still the iPhone 6. Now you'll see here that I'm typing on the We Are Memory Keepers typewriter. I always bring this to the crop because we don't have a printer there anymore, and this typewriter will take a 12x12 cardstock sheet. So I usually do my journaling for my 12x12 layouts on this while I'm at a crop. So what I wrote on here was, Mom and Dad still had the iPhone 6. I thought it was time for an upgrade. So while Apple was having the 6% cash back, we went and upgraded Mom to the iPhone 11 Pro Max and Dad got the iPhone 11 Pro. Merry Christmas to them. And I cut that down to smaller than a 4x6, and I'm going to put this on a 4x6, the poinsettia or flower card, and I'm going to staple that on there using my tiny attacher. And I want to decorate the bottom of it, so I'm going to use that little cake, and I'm going to use Stampin' Up! Adhesive to pop it up a little bit. So there you have my day 31. And then I realized, oh, I forgot to put 31 on there. So I'm just going to stick it on that picture of my son with my mom using my Scotch Quick Dry adhesive from the fine line bottle. I'm going to adhere that down and I'm done. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate it. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like and subscribe. I will be doing a flip through of my December daily here pretty soon of the entire album, so be on the lookout for that. And if you're interested in any of the items I mentioned, look down below in the description box. Thank you and have a great day.